Hello and welcome to Think Watercolour. Today's demonstration is this quick sketch of an early morning winter scene, just to demonstrate the use of leading lines and foreground detail to create depth in your watercolours. The background is kept loose and vague to suggest a heavy winter mist that softens any details. The foreground fence is painted in stronger values to bring it forward in the painting and to create leading lines gradually fading into the background. I loosely sketched the position of the fence on this small sheet of Saunders Waterford 300-gram rough paper, just to give me a starting point. And here I'm painting the first wash for the misty background using a very watery mix of lilac and a tiny amount of cobalt blue. While the background's still wet, I've darkened the mix with a very tiny touch of neutral tint, just to give it a little bit more strength. I'm just painting in the details for the mist covered trees, doing it all wet in wet, letting it all blend together. Soft edges. While it's still wet, just dropping in a little bit more pigment at the base of the tree line, a few touches higher up. I've let that dry and I've now got a rigger, I think it's a number 0 rigger, just to indicate some tree trunks and a few branches. This is all going to dry much lighter, but it will help to make it look like it's covered in the tree line's covered in mist. It's a very quick sketch just to demonstrate how easy it is to paint a misty scene like this. Be a good idea for a Christmas card if you wanted to have a go at this. Just darkening the tree shapes again, just very loosely with the same mix, another wash, just softening the edges with some clean water, blending it all into the background to create this misty look. Just putting in a little bit of detail along a pathway along the edge of the fence, just a few shadows where people have been walking maybe. A few light shadows on the field just to break up the plainness of it. Trying to keep some of the white of the paper to suggest some light covering of snow. For the fence, I've mixed up some ultramarine blue with some burnt sienna. Not being too fussy with it, just dropping it in with a small brush. It's a size 2 brush, this. And then using the rigger just to fade it into the distance. And it's darkening these foreground fences while it's wet, just dropping in a little bit of blue, a little bit of burnt sienna, just to vary the colours a little bit. But it just brings this end of the fence forward and creates that depth in the painting that you're looking for. Just using some fairly neat yellow ochre for a few twigs sticking up through the light dusting of snow just along the footpath, just to create more leading lines into that background. A few foreground details really, and then nothing in the distance. And I think that's pretty much done. So as you can see, it's a fairly simple sketch, but it does suggest a misty background, early morning mist maybe, with a row of trees covered in mist, and then this foreground fence leading the eye into the painting. It's a very quick sketch and a very easy painting to do if you want to give it a try. I hope you found it useful. If you did, do give it a like. It always helps with YouTube. If you're not a subscriber, do subscribe. I try and post once a week when I can. And thank you again for watching.